Hi everyone, I want to spend a little bit of time today just talking about handling opposition. I think this is such an important topic to talk about, such an important thing to focus on, because there's a lot of people today who have got different things going on in their lives and they may not realise why they're not able to get to somewhere, but it's because of this simple fact and a simple reality that they are coming up against some opposition. A lot of the opposition we face actually is not seen, it's spiritual opposition, and then there are people who can say things that may discourage us and dishearten us, and just it's obvious. And so we've just got to be mindful sometimes of those things coming our way, and there is a balanced way of approaching it all. I think sometimes we may obsess over something. There may be times where we can look at something that we're going through and all we can see is the problem, and when that's all that we can see, I think that's something that we've got to handle and deal with in our own hearts. We've got to sort that out. We've got to sort that perspective, instead of saying like, oh, this problem's so big, I'm going through this stuff. Actually, my God is bigger. Think about Moses in the Bible and how his whole life seemed to be coming up against opposition. It's because he was doing big things for God. And so there was even bigger blessings in store for him and for the people of Israel who he was serving and leading out of slavery into the promised land. But his whole lifetime, you can see the opposition and the different struggles, but we look back at him as a man of faith, as a man of God, and we recognise that's the kind of person I want to be like. So we've got to be prepared to come up against some opposition and be ready to handle some of that stuff. But my encouragement to you today is, remember, God is bigger, he's far bigger. The devil and all of the bad things that come your way in this life, they're just a speck in comparison to the greatness, the glory, the majesty of God. And so remember that he is on your side, he's fighting for you. The best way that we can handle any opposition is to start off our day with praise. Remember those truths that this is the day the Lord has made. It's my job to rejoice and be glad in it. And so if we can start with that, if we can start with prayer, praise, studying the Word, and you've got your mind full of Scripture, I think you're going to do okay. So go and have a blessed day. I'm sure you're going to ace it. Be so full of faith and expectation for what God has for you, because I know he's got some great things in store. So see you soon.